I mean, we could record this one, but this is really just a launch one that we're going to do every other week. So what do you think? What are your thoughts? Record this one and 8:30?
Okay. I can make them 2 separate recordings. So we'll stop at 8:30.
Okay.
And we'll make it 2
separate. For those of you on the call, and if you didn't get the memo, hopefully you guys all are keeping up on Voxer and stuff, is that we're doing kind of a launch call for a new rep. So if you're new or newish, we're ready to get people started in your organization. Okay, this is what we're going to be doing every other week. And Lindsay and I are kind of challenging you guys. We would love to make it weekly. So having the volume of new reps every week, getting going and getting started, and having a need to do this every week. Right now, we're going to do it every other week. Okay? So you can start it, Linz. Oh, it's recording. Okay. So Lindsay and I just want to welcome you guys to the new rep launch call. And, our goal is to just help you guys, get going and get launched with success. Get the airplane in the air as quickly as possible and get that paycheck in your hand. So we're going to talk about, Lindsay's going to go over kind of the T30/120 model of what the first 60 days look like, and especially the first month, and how you can get, $1,000 in your first month. And when you're sharing with people,
I set these up. We're up here now, and then
mute Lance. Okay. So first, I just want to tell my quick story, you guys, and then Lindsay's going to tell her quick story, shorter version. My friend told me about Juice Plus, and I didn't give it the time of day until I had toddlers who were not eating enough vegetables to my liking. And so I started to take a look at it and realized I started to look at vitamins to try to help my kids because I knew they weren't getting it from their food. And I got pretty freaked out with what I was looking at as far as, vitamins and contamination and toxicity. And so my friend said, this is not a supplement, right? And I was like, no. And she's like, it's actually food. It is kale. It is cranberries. And it has a food label. And I was sold. I said, sign us up. And what happened as a personal trainer is I said, sure, $50. That's not a big risk. I'm not a risk taker. I'm not going to throw down $500 or $1,000. But I can easily do $50 a year to be a rep. People ask me what to take, so I might as well. So I became passionate about this Juice Plus product, and then I got involved with the culture. It took me a while. People had to twist my arm, but I fell in love with the culture and community. And what happened next was options for my family. So I started being able to give up. I was exhausted as a personal trainer, training before work and after work, and had major limitations. Wasn't getting paid when someone, was on vacation, or if I wanted to go on vacation myself. So I started getting this residual income check, and things changed for our family. And I sleep more now because I don't have to wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning. And we were able to purchase a boat, and now we live on the water. And again, just options for our family. It's been life-changing. And this is now Chip and I's plan A. So we're planning on doing this the rest of our life and following our kids around in college as they play sports. Hopefully, that's the hope. Lindsay, is the baby going to let you share your quick story?
We can certainly try, but she wants to talk. She wants to talk. For me, I thought it was a multivitamin right at the beginning, and I just thought it was a better version of a multivitamin. I didn't really get the explanation of that it was actually fruits and vegetables. And so, even the better version of the multivitamin sounded good because my husband, he's a firefighter and he doesn't necessarily eat super well. And so we started on the products, and I joined the business right away. It just made sense to get free product. I'm somebody who loves my Kohl's Cash and loves coupons. And so I could for sure find 2 people to eat this fancy multivitamin. And so 30 days later, wound up pregnant with my oldest daughter, actually, which isn't anything crazy, except we had been trying for 4 years, and I had had 3 miscarriages before that. And so it really opened my eyes to what this was and what it was doing to my body, because I knew that there was a change, which is crazy because at the beginning it was for my husband, right? I was the healthiest personal trainer there ever was, and didn't need this multivitamin, but was going to do it so that my husband would take it. I was supposed to have a high risk pregnancy, supposed to be on bed rest, which as a personal trainer wouldn't be the best because I like to move. And went to my doctor, asked if I could take this Juice Plus stuff during pregnancy. And she goes, "Can you normally eat fruits and veggies while pregnant?" And that is what opened my eyes to what this actually was. I was like, fruits and vegetables, really? That's all this is? She's like, "Yep, 30 of them. And I was like, okay. So my pregnancy was not high risk. I did not have to go on bed rest, and I almost had an 8-pound baby, big, beautiful baby. And this one's just a surprise 20 months later. So as you can imagine, this product changed my life very drastically, and the business just made sense because I became very passionate about helping others achieve things that they didn't think were in their control. I didn't think pregnancy was in my control at all, and guess what? It is. It's not a problem anymore, obviously.
That's awesome. Thanks, girl. And we love Juice Plus babies, boy. Say hi. So the next thing, you guys, is, we just came back from the Juice Plus boot camp, and pretty excited. And just so I don't forget, please, if you can, stay on at 8:30, because that's going to be the recap for the Juice Plus boot camp and kind of putting that into action. But let's get started as far as what does it look like to get launched. So we really want to focus on the first 60 days. And the company gives you 60 days, but if you're in action, we can really make this happen in 30 days. So the first month, looking at getting to that fast track, and fast track, which we call 2,000 plus, because it's based on 2,000 points, and you get a promotion in your sales commission, you get cash bonuses, and you get a free conference ticket. Looking at, and actually, let me have Lindsay, if you're able to do that, it looks like she might let you. Let's just start first with this marketing plan, and then I'll kind of go into the ins and outs of the tips to make it successful. Perfect. So let me share my screen and get us over to the Transform 30. Can you guys see the Transform 30 marketing plan?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right, Linz, want to take it away?
Okay, so when I first started my business, there was this program called the Transform 30, which if Deborah's on, she'll remember me telling her that I didn't quite understand what this program was. So it's funny because that's all I based my entire business off of, all the way to national marketing director. So the reason why I love this program is because of the earning potential at the bottom, and because of the results people see so quickly with it. So when I start a new rep, is there anybody on the call that wouldn't like to make $1,000 in their first 30 days? Is there anybody that doesn't want to do that? Because typically I say, let's try and earn you $1,000 in 30 days so that you know that this business is legit, right? And so the easiest way to make $1,000 in 30 days is to promote up this ladder. So as you start this program, it's called the Transform 30, 2 shakes a day, and doing the fruits, vegetables, and berries. Oh, see, she wants to talk. We'll see. Doing the fruits, vegetables, and berries right along with the 2 shakes. And so what happens is our products are sold in a 4-month increment. So I go ahead and order them 4 months worth of shakes and 4 months worth of the fruits, veggies, and berries, okay? So with that, I'm gonna do the same thing so that people will follow me, right? So my order just by itself is $103, and you can see that on the lower left-hand corner. As a dealer, you earn $103 off of each order, okay? So if we multiply that times 7, that actually gets you to this 3rd tier called virtual franchise, okay? So you take roughly $100 times 7, you're gonna make $700, And if you see also on the second stair step here, it says you're going to earn a $100 bonus. And on the third stair step, it says you're going to earn $250. So 7 orders gets you not only $700 in retail sales profit, but it also earns you $350 worth of bonus money, which will get you to $1,000. And it'll also get you to what's called a qualified business in our marketing plan. And that's something that is pretty much the first step of having a successful business. So I always say everybody knows 2 or 3 people, which will get you to the first step. But those people know a few people that maybe want to do it with you, or 7 people. So if you just shoot for 7 people right out of the gate, you invite 7 people to a happy hour, 7 people to an event, chances are you'll hit that third tier and earn $1,000 within 30 days. We've had people do it in one night, have 7 orders just by having a party. Does that make sense? Please ask questions, guys, too, if you have questions on that.
Any questions?
My business pretty quickly, because it puts a paycheck in people's hands very quickly, which we all want, which is why we're doing the business. And people see very significant results quickly, which keeps them coming back and have them be happy customers right out of the gate as well.
You guys, if you have questions, unmute yourself. Don't be shy.
So everybody gets that? Awesome.
Yep.
So there was a speaker named Casey Schloss who went to sales coordinator, which on this form right here is this right here. Can you guys see my cursor? Lindsay,
Yeah.
Can you see that? Okay.
Yeah.
The sales coordinator position in 1 month. Now the question is, how can that be done? You are getting team going at the same time you are. Okay, so to get to Fast Track Sales Coordinator, our company gives you 6 months to do that. You get another free conference ticket, and you get a $500 bonus. And then for sponsoring a couple other VFs, you get $250 for each one as their sponsor because you're helping them do it. So the bonus money potential is pretty awesome. So 6 months to do it, but obviously people are overachievers, but also very doable. So one of the things, you guys, and I'll kind of bring it back here to myself, and share. Okay, is that when I started this business, I was not a business builder. Lindsay started as a business builder immediately. And so if you want to start making this a business, if you want to start getting that money and that paycheck right out the gate, as Lindsay said, kind of this is legit, this is what we do, then you're gonna be boldly sharing with other people to get started as you do. If you believe enough in this product and this, starting this business, then why not boldly ask some other people to join you, people that you love and care about. So this goes to kind of the tips of, how to make this work, how to be successful. So it's all about sharing and caring, you guys. So don't think about going out and cold calling and recruiting people in a, kind of the negative way that we think of for network marketing. It is about who do you love and care about the most. This is not any other product except getting people healthier by adding more produce, okay? And that's even goes with the Tower Garden. So we've got the awesome T120 program, but also, any foodie, any gardener, any people who like to eat food, doesn't have to be a gardener, right? Who likes to eat food, could benefit from a Tower Garden as well. So the things that we have to offer. So it is about who do you love and care about truly the most. Now, some of those people are going to be hard to share with off the gate. We can kind of out the gate and we can kind of put them on your, chicken list we call, or, get the bold boldness going, and maybe that's a little later, but we want to start that memory jogger. So whether it's just, a spiral notebook that you do your business in, or whether you use the memory jogger form, or whether you use an app like Trello, Trello. That is a free app. That is a list app. And you can just be putting those names in there of people that come to your mind that you love and care about and that you want to talk to about the product and or the business. So memory jogger, super, super important. When you have, and the other thing is you have to determine how fast you want to go and how much time you're willing to put in every day. Some people, have 9 to 5 jobs, and it's like, okay, I'm going to devote an hour in the morning or 2 hours in the evening or 2 hours in my whole week or whatever that looks like for you. And you can get with your leadership, Lindsay or I, to see if that time commitment is going to match with your goals and make sure that those match and come together. When we are talking to people, kind of write this down as part of your vernacular, if you will, is when you're reaching out to people, you want to tell them why you're thinking about them. I'm thinking about you. I thought about you because. Does anyone here not like to be thought about? Anybody? We all like to be thought about, right? So telling them that you're thinking about them or why you like them, why you want to be around them, why you want them to get healthier. If it's a family member, I love you, right? I love you and care about you. This is what I've experienced, or, I'm so excited about being able to eat, kale and parsley without actually tasting it, whatever works for you and how you're sharing with certain people in your life. And then asking powerful questions. Go ahead, Linz.
So I just want to give you guys an example. One of the reasons why we all love this business so much is because it does fit into our lives. Okay, so I just had my second baby, and 2 kids is driving me kind of crazy, right? I can't get anything done. And so I called an old client, or I texted an old client, and I said, "Are you still doing childcare out of your house?" She says, "No, my sister has leukemia. She's living with me, and I just gave her a stem cell transplant, so we're both like down and out." And I was like, oh my gosh, like I know that I contacted you for childcare, but I said it would be like I have to share, like there's a reason why I contacted you. I have to talk to you, about Juice Plus. And I didn't say Juice Plus, but I need to get you on the phone because I just have something that I think would really help. Okay, and so we got on the phone, and her sister, her and her husband all want to do it just to get their family healthier because they're on the outs right now, So it can appear when you least expect it, right? This business appears in your life when you least expect it, and you just have to be gutsy enough to bring it up, right? That's not the reason I contacted her or anything, but it was pretty cool to say, gosh, I think there's a reason why we are supposed to talk to each other today. And, it might not be for you, but I really feel like that I have to, I would not be doing it justice if I didn't tell you about this.
Mm-hmm. And did you guys hear that? I don't know if it's for you or not. That's another huge one to write down if you're not familiar with this. I don't know if this is for you or not. And that immediately takes down that defense wall of like, what are you trying to sell me or push me? Is that we're like, hey, don't know if it's for you or not, but I really wanted, it's on my heart to share with you. And you're just being authentic and you're being passionate. And remember that, you guys, we have such a solid product, right? I mean, with the evidence, with the research and everything, there's nothing anybody can say about what we offer people. But what does change, right, is ourselves. And here's a little plug for next week's call. We're going to do the mind training next week. So make sure that you're plugging in for that, because we're going to do, I'll get to that in a second. Let me finish this. So you got your memory jogger. We're working on lingo. I thought of you because, and I don't know if this would be for you or not, would you be open to, whether it's a coffee or a conversation about, and then get familiar with our YouTube channel, okay? Transform 30 YouTube channel and Juice Plus YouTube channel. Chip has actually put together a link of all the favorites for like for moms, for athletes, for whatnot, ready to go. So you can just cut and paste, copy and paste into texts. Texting, one of the things the thing that I did at boot camp was a texting blitz. And if you're starting off here, I really, I don't encourage you, I demand a 10 text start out, okay? And these are going to be 10 people that are kind of your easy 10. If you're starting off, it's kind of your easy 10. Who are the first people that come to mind? And before you send those texts, text me or Lindsay to kind of get some coaching on it, make sure it's good to go. Before we go, let me give you an example. I gave this example at boot camp, Christy, who's on with us, she sent this my way and said, how is this? And it was great. I was thinking about you and how much you're loving your Juice Plus Chewies capsules and Complete. So this is already a customer, right? Which makes me so happy. Chris and I are on a mission to help people be physically healthy so they can fulfill all that God has for them to do on this earth. We can't share this with enough people and need help to spread the mission of inspiring healthy living. I'm not sure if this is for you or not, but are you open to having a conversation about working together to share with and help more people? Okay, so that's an invitation into the business. This is a good friend and somebody who's already loving Juice Plus. Okay, so that's an example of that. But did you see the lingo in there? Okay, it really helps, obviously she thought of her, she thinks highly of her, and she, took down the defense barriers when she says, I don't know if this is for you or not, but hey, are you open to a conversation?
And I sent a text message to Dr. Mitra Ray and told her, hey, I thought of you, and I think you might be really good at this business. And she was all in. She wants to do it. How else?
So you signed her up, Chip, right? She's on your downline?
That was funny enough for me to unmute.
True story.
Jess, do you have that written down anywhere? That lingo?
I do.
The what? The lingo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Send that to me.
Sure.
And I'll share it with my team on our team chat as well.
You got it.
Thanks.
And then two things. Okay, we did YouTube and then Facebook Curiosity. So just a real quick thing on Facebook, and we'll wrap it up. We want to make sure that you are not throwing up Juice Plus on people, that you use social media to create curiosity. And we can coach you more individually on what that looks like. But hashtags are a great way to say hashtag T30, hashtag Juice Plus Rocks, or hashtag Plant Power, whatever it is. But always include a picture. Nobody looks anymore at just text, right? It's got to have a visual. So whether it's you drinking a shake or whether it's, an image off the internet, of fruits and vegetables, or, healthy living, someone running or something like that. But just be excited and create curiosity. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're not one of those companies that posts 5 times a day, and Juice Plus in T20 120 is in your face like this, because you will get unfollowed. Okay, but if you're showing how much fun you're having, or expressing how great you feel, and a picture that you're looking good and all that, people are like, tell me more, what are you doing? And that's really the goal in conversation too. And then as soon as someone express interest or curiosity, you take that conversation off the post as quickly as possible. You get it to a phone call, and if you don't have their number, you go to Messenger first, Facebook Messenger, and then from there you can, get each other's phone numbers and go into a conversation. As far as Voxer and Facebook communication, those are the 2 ways that we really communicate in this company. So I have my team on Voxer for most communication, kind of the bigger team, Team Adventure. And I know, Lindsay, yours is mostly Facebook, right, for your team. And then bigger team, which our Denver area team is going to be Team Adventure. And I say Denver area, it's everywhere, but our leadership is in Denver, Jeff and Tony Olson. And then our bigger team, Dr. Mitra Ray, who's in Seattle, that's Team Shining Star. So getting our communication of what's going on with the company and with those teams through Facebook. Got to make sure that you stay on top of that. Lastly, you guys, the missiondrivensystem.com is the way our company has put all our resources in one. That is where you'll find, all the product videos, all the business videos, and some documents to help get started. Does anyone have any questions on what we've gone over? And again, can get with your leadership on some more details of mapping out events for the next 30 to 60 days, because we want to fill those calendars. And events are anything from, barbecues to wine and wellness to, mason jar salad assemblies to a workout, a phone call, meeting for coffee. An event is anything. You want to fill your calendar. So when you look on that, it is full. I mean, if you do virtual or paper, that you color code it with your work, and that it is full, okay, that you're filling up your weeks. And again, it doesn't have to be during the day. It can be whenever you can, whenever you're fitting it in. So that's about it. And I encourage you guys to stay on the call for the next 30 minutes, which is going to be a boot camp wrap up from the weekend. And
I just wanted to add one thing, Jess, if I can.
Yep.
So you gave us an awesome example of somebody for the business end, somebody who's already a customer. But one of the ones that I've been using actually on the business end, I've actually gotten more confident at leading with the business, believe it or not, because I used to be the opposite, leading with the product. But this is just some lingo for you guys to write down as well. And I've used it 3 times today, and I have 3 events, right, which is like a coffee date. And I've built my business pretty much one-on-one. I just do better that way. But I just wrote, like, I'm after athletes right now because of their mind dedication and everything to what they do and helping themselves be healthy. They're a natural for this. But one of the things that I say is, I own a health food agency, which Jeff Olson has put together for us. Instead of using Juice Plus and throwing up Juice Plus, say health food agency, because that creates curiosity. But I say, I own a health food agency, and I'm always looking to bring on more qualified people. Would you be interested in learning more? So you're like complimenting them because they're qualified and you're offering them a job. You're not asking them to buy anything. It's really short and sweet, and it doesn't create, it's not like a whole long paragraph or anything, but it's flat out, I'm looking for more qualified people to join me. I'm expanding my business. Would you be interested? So that's worked quite well as well. So write that down and try it.
Awesome. Thanks, Lindsay.
Yeah. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to stop